The axe has fallen. I repeat, the axe has fallen. Finally on Eric Ten Hag. Um, I already made videos before my channel was there to say about the issues that he's facing being the manager of Manchester United, and you know it's a bit it's a bit sad for him. Well, I do feel a little bit of sympathy for him because obviously he was under huge pressure. Considering that he won the League Cup and FA Cup in his last two seasons, as manager. But obviously, you know, you don't really put that much stock on cups, considering that your league positioning isn't very impressive. So he was always going to be under scrutiny, rightfully so, I would say. You know, he kind of made a run for his own back. So with that being said, you know, deservedly so in a way. He's been sacked. He's been fired. And so, you know, I can't say that I'm surprised because, you know, there was a growing divide among United fans at least on whether he should be terminated, yes or no, because the football wasn't that great, and you know they'd been losing some games that were easily winnable. So with that being said, he's been let go. He's been released, and it's looking like United are gonna try and go all in for the sporting manager, up and coming manager, Ruben Amorim from Sporting Lisbon, who is one of the up and coming young coaches that you know has his own philosophy, has his own style. So we'll wait and see how that pans out. But you know, in regards to Ten Hag, he made some poor signings. Anthony, for one, wasn't a good signing. You know, Mason Mount, you know, he somehow has never been fully fit. You know, I think re-signing Rashford and Maguire, well, Rashford to a new contract didn't help. Didn't help himself there either. Who else? I'm trying to think. Casemiro seems to be fading, declining. So lots of issues, and it's more of a structural issue at United. Yeah, the manager was bad, Ten Hag was bad. Don't get twisted, but it's a lot more than that. And I think, you know, Ten Hag, he did put the pressure on himself when he had his first interview, his first press conference as United manager, saying that era's come to an end. In other words, saying that he's going to be the man to end the eras of Pep Guardiola and Klopp at the time. He was since left Liverpool. So it's once you put that pressure on yourself, you have to deliver. You have to deliver, especially in the league and in the Champions League. If you don't, you know, really, you could argue that he could have been released last season because I think they got knocked out of the group stages of Champions League. They finished at the bottom. I think they finished at the bottom of their group. So, and they finished 8th as well. The only reason why he was still manager headed into this season is because of the FA Cup win against the local rivals. So yeah, things kind of at the time were falling into place in his favour with that FA Cup win, with the League Cup win the season before against Newcastle. So yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, expected, quite frankly. He should be sacked based on the standards that are set at United, which is the biggest club in England, historically speaking. Yeah, yeah. He's now gone. And what's funny, I think another thing that doesn't get talked about with Ten Hag sacking is that you have another Dutch manager in the league, Arne Slot. He became the manager of Liverpool FC. He barely bought anyone this season. He barely has any of his own players in the Liverpool side, and yet he's getting his style across to those players at the Reds, at Liverpool. So I think this only emphasises the reason why Ten Hag was sacked, quite frankly. And so it's his fault. When you make a statement, you've got to deliver. When you don't, out the window. It's unfortunate that this same sentiment doesn't seem to apply to Mikel Arteta. That's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother video. Will Ten Hag go from here? Listen, probably go back to Holland, get a job there at Feyenoord or one of those Dutch clubs, probably. I don't see a massive clubs lining up for him. I just don't see it, because once he's fought at United, any other big job that's out there, you're kind of out of the running for because of your failure at a big club. So yeah, for him it's unfortunate, but it's to be expected once you make definitive statements about how eras come to an end. So I've got to say, take care, God bless.